Think you know Python? Let's find out. In this video, I'll throw 10 Python interview questions at you from fundamentals to tricky concepts. Pause, answer them yourself, and then see how well you actually know Python. Let's start with question 1. What are args and kwargs? Pause and formulate your answer. Args let a function accept any number of extra positional arguments which it collects in a tuple. Quarks lets a function accept any number of extra keyword arguments collected into a dictionary. Both keep a function's signature flexible when the number of input isn't known ahead of time. Key idea: args is tuple of positional arguments. Quarks is dictionary of keyword arguments. Next question. What is the difference between positional and keyword arguments? Pause and formulate your answer. Positional arguments are matched to parameters purely by their order in the call, so their sequence matters. Keyword arguments are matched by explicitly naming the parameter, so their order in the call doesn't matter. A call can mix both, but once a keyword argument appears, everything after it must be a keyword argument too. Key idea: positional args rely on order. Keyword args rely on names and can appear in any order. Next question. What are list, set, and dictionary comprehensions? Pause and formulate your answer. A comprehension is a compact way to build a collection from an iterable in a single expression, optionally filtered by a condition. A list comprehension produces a list, a set comprehension produces a set with duplicates removed, and a dictionary comprehension produces key value pairs. All three replace a multi-line loop with append, add, or item assignment. Key idea is same pattern, three containers, which are as follows. Next question. What is the difference between append and extend? Pause and formulate your answer. Append adds a single object to the end of a list, even if that object is itself a list. It's added whole as one nested element. Extend takes an iterable and adds each of its items individually to the end of the list, unpacking it in the process. Key idea is append adds one item, even if that item is a list. Extend unpacks and adds each item. Next question. What is the difference between remove, pop, and del? Pause and formulate your answer. Remove deletes the first matching value from a list, searching by value rather than position. Pop removes and returns an item at a given index, the last one by default, which is handy when you need the removed value. Del is a statement, not a method, and can delete an item by index, a slice, or a variable entirely. Key idea is remove searches by value, pop removes by index and returns it. Del is a general purpose statement. Next question. What is the difference between sort and sorted? Pause and formulate your answer. Sort function is a list method that reorders the list in place and returns none. Sorted is a built-in function that works on any iterable and returns a brand new sorted list, leaving the original untouched. Use sort when you no longer need the original order, and sorted when you do. Key idea is sort function mutates in place, sorted returns a new list and leaves the original alone. Next question. What is slicing in Python? Pause and formulate your answer. Slicing extracts a portion of a sequence using the syntax start colon stop colon step, where start is inclusive, stop is exclusive, and step controls the direction and spacing between elements. Omitting a piece falls back to a sensible default. So colon 3 starts from the beginning and colon minus 1 reverses the whole sequence. Key idea is sequence start colon stop colon step where stop is always exclusive. Next question. What is the LEGB rule? Pause and formulate your answer. LEGB describes the order Python searches for a name when it's referenced. Local, inside the current function. Enclosing, in any enclosing function. Global, at the module level. And built-in, Python's predefined names. Python stops looking as soon as it finds the name in one of these scopes. So key idea is first search in local, then enclosing, then global, then built-in. This is searched in exactly that order. Next question. What is the difference between local, global and non-local variables? Pause and formulate your answer. A local variable lives inside the function where it's created and disappears once the function returns. Global variable lives at module level and is visible everywhere. Though a function must use the global keyword to assign to it rather than just read it. A non-local variable belongs to an enclosing function scope and is reached from a nested function with the non-local keyword. One level out, not all the way to the module. So key idea is local equals this function, global equals whole module, non-local equals one level out but not all the way out. Next question. Why can mutable default arguments cause unexpected behavior? Pause and formulate your answer. A default argument value is evaluated only once, when the function is defined, not each time it's called. If that default is a mutable object like a list or dict, every call that doesn't supply its own value shares that exact same object. So mutations from one call leak into the next. The usual fix is to default to none and create a fresh mutable object inside the function body. Key idea is defaults are created once at definition time. Mutable defaults get silently shared across every call. That's it for today's 10 Python interview questions. How many did you get right without looking at the answers? If you learned something new, hit like and subscribe for the next set, where the questions get even harder. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.